Well, good evening, everybody. I wasn't going to go live today for several reasons. Um, Mostly because I tried on this new plumping lip gloss that I got, and I feel like Goldie Hawn in the First Wives Club. I'm like, hi, everybody. Like, it's really serious, and it smells like cat urine. So we'll be returning that. Um, my mouse died, so this is going to be annoying. I'm going to have to use my finger, which let's face it, I don't do that for a lot of things, including a mouse. We use electronics for such items, including that. Catherine B. Hey, Laura Lou, just as I am. No one's here. Don Davies, Sophia, Dania, Melissa with an S, one S to be exact. Jason P. Mods, I love you guys so much. Renee B. Joanne Hawley, MLG Gamer made it. Hey, December. Hey, Love and Life. Lama Lisa, Starlina. Who else? Did I say Joel Sachs? He's adorable. Lori Helker. Jan made it. Angel K, teacher, nurse. Look, everybody, the whole gang. This is weird. Liz Tricks, because usually, guys, this is why we're so close to each other tonight, because I have to operate this damn thing with my finger. And again, I try not to do that. Seriously. Eric, welcome. Hey, Donna, Jen Pookie, Cheryl Roberts. Thank you, Cheryl. Hey, Lori Lee. Kim is blue. Kimberly Graphius made alive. Well, let's highlight that because we're proud of you just as much as you are of us. Just pretend I didn't say anything. Hey, Lumen, Kimberly in Japan. Hey, Kiki. Yeah, Leslie D. It's been pretty decent. Just finished vacuuming. Pulled a muscle in my lower quad area. I don't know where that is. Hey, Ghost Rider. Hey, Andy Flowers. Sierra Terry. Susie made it. Michael Malloy show. That's the sweetest thing I've ever heard, Michael Malloy show. Keep doing it. I am the Walrus made it. Gemini Girl made it. Hey, Heather Landau. Rudy, welcome. Susie with an S, A-S. That's right. Thank you, Susie. Hey, Gypsy. I was going to say, Gypsy, I haven't seen you in a while. Good to see you, too. I am the Walrus. Oh, thanks, Jen. I forgot about that already. Hey, Gina E. Reese, only use your fingers unless you're out of battery. Well, first of all, we do rechargeable. That's why I'm mad at myself, because this thing is, doesn't require a battery. You're supposed to charge it. And it has warned me for days and said, lady, charge your equipment. You know what to do. You're used to it in the other room. You should be used to it here. And I ignored all the signals. Valerie, yeah, good to see you, girl. Killy Billy, this lip plumping stuff is garbage. Like, my lips are on fire. And again, I feel like Goldie Hawn in First Wives Club. Thank you so much, Kimberly. Love the hair. It's almost hair washing day. It's full of dry shampoo. I get that, Joel. Ooh, Joel, that's not a good quality though in a man. Don't, Joel, I love you, but don't say that out loud. You're terrible with your fingers. I can, thank you, Joel. I can send you some tips, brother. Don't you worry. I'm here for you, Joel, and you know this. Luna, welcome, girl. Thank you, Michael Malloy show. Yeah, Joel, these are important. Okay, just want you to know it. Bohemian Luciferian Witch. And I know you know that, Joel, but we'll do a quick Zoom call and just go over a few things. You know what I mean? It'll help you. Yeah, Laura Lou, my lips are on fire and I don't feel like they're plumped at all. They don't look plumped. Do they look plump to you guys? Should I talk like this? DS Kitty Diane. Love dry shampoo. Seamus, what are you doing? Seamus, quit messing around out there. True to it. I need to charge my mouse and it's annoying because I have to use my finger on my computer and then it's going to do this and it's going to be annoying. Hey, Anna Banana, Lady O made it. Muffet Lou's here. I love this jacket, Muffet Lou. I'm going to take it off when I get hot though, guys. Chica Cherry Cola made it. What is going on, guys? What's happening? I was summoned here. I was not going to do a show. And then Robin Miners, you better be in here, girl. Robin Miners said, I've been waiting all day. What's going on? Why aren't you here with us? You said you'd be here. You told us things. You can't be lying. You've been caught in too many of those. You're a terrible person. That old chestnut. Just kidding. Lydia Krause, I love you, girl. And then I think Kestrel popped in and said, yeah, where's your show? And I said, guys, I'm doing stuff. I wasn't doing anything. I was vacuuming kitty litter, if you must know. Diana H. Hey, run the world. Lucky you. I need to go get a petty real bad. It's petty season. It's time to start showing the toes. I was told by a certain someone, I can't remember who, that I have really good feet, like exquisite. Matter of fact, stay tuned. We may have another platform. Okay. Just keep an eye out. Keep a toe out. Okay. Don't get a video with Reese Shoes, record it and use it for blackmail, but I hear you can make lucrative merch. That's right, Raymond. And the word is out. I like to hear that, Joel Sachs. I know that you're good at what you do, Joel. I know this. Even all the way over there in South America, Africa. He's in the South of American Africa. He's in one of those places. Janet, hey girl, Molly Dixon. That's a great idea. Or just vacuum your house. Okay, Robin Miners. I was like, you better be here, Robin Miners. Gossip says your feet are OnlyFans worthy. Hey, Leslie Mosley. Yeah, they are. I've been told I have really good feet, but I need to get my toes done. It doesn't, it's a whirlwind. I have to plug it in out there because I didn't bring it in here. Hey, Christy Lynn Wilson. Hey, Cliff Ann. I'm so sorry you're in YouTube jail. I have checked and checked and checked. Same with Marsha Laird. I can't get her out. I can't get her out. I can't get you out. I don't know what to do. You're not blocked. I promise you're not blocked. I don't know what else to say. There's not a lot to say in a situation like that, to be quite honest with you. Raymond, I don't know what to do with you. Hi, I live for now. So what do we want to discuss tonight, guys? I had a great day. How did you guys, what'd you guys do today? Thanks, Hux. I got up really early and we went to, my parents picked me up. That was fun to not have to drive. My parents picked us up and we went over to my sister's house today. Why? Because her birthday is Wednesday. Mom's birthday is coming up in a couple weeks. We got Mother's Day coming up. And this is all new because I live here now. So it's kind of exciting. Snapped some pictures, put them up on the Facebook. But if you're not on the Facebook, then you wouldn't know about it. This is cute. This is me and my sis. We looked really cute. She doesn't look any different than from when she was tiny. That's how she looked when she was little. That was a good picture. We had a good day together. What else? We took more pictures too. There's me and Mom and Bree. Kim is Blue is not on the Facebook. I thought my mom looked really good today. She didn't think she looked good in that picture. I said, Mom, I think you look great in that picture. And I would be the first to say you don't. I'm pretty honest about that stuff. And look at how cute that is. Look how tall Huxley is, you guys. How cute is that? You think my sister looks like Emma Stone? I could kind of see that. I feel like somebody said that once. Thank you, SPTV Watcher. Thank you, I Live for Now. My mom is really cute. I mean, guys, my mom's going to be 70. That's frightening. My sister, I hope they're not watching. I don't think they are. They never do. Why would they? I wouldn't watch me either. My mom is going to be 70. My sister's going to, I asked her today, I said, hey, Rose, she's going to be 45 this week. That's life-changing. That's eye-opening. Is that eye-opening? Thanks, Ray. I haven't worn these in a while. Luna, I don't know what that means. Yeah, Shell. Hey, Tony's Hooter. My mom has really good skin. My mother's mom, grandma, came here from Italy. And those Italians, she has good skin. My grandma had really good skin. So I'm hoping that we're working that into my routine as well. Hey, Nicole Hazel Miller. Thank you. Hey, Karina. Old Charlie. So that was fun. Wendy Brewer. I love that, Wendy. Yeah, I can't believe it that my sister's going to be 45. That kind of rocked my world. Hey, Trixie. Hey, Buffy Summers. I don't know how to feel about it. I am trying not to. I'm trying to ignore the fact that I'm going to be 41 in what is it, July? I'm going to be 41. It doesn't sound as good as 40. Am I right? Like I thought about this whilst vacuuming in the laundry room. What's the best tinted moisturizer? Well, hey Sandy Sue, you know what I'm going to say, and I'll say it every time. I'll say it. I'm never going to change my Renee B. My favorite tinted moisturizer is always going to be hey baby doll, Trini London. Okay, her BFF, not the tinted Joel Sachs. Keep going, keep doing it, Joel. You know I like that. The tinted moisturizer, it's like called BFF something. Here's the thing. I have to use both. I need the thing in the white bottle. It's like BFF Sera. It's like it goes underneath the tinted moisturizer, and that has SPF 30. That's my favorite product ever. That I will never not use that. I love it. I don't know why. Sometimes on Hey Baby Doll, sometimes I just wear that only, and then I'll throw a little blush over it. Thank you, Luna. Well, happy birthday to you, Kimberly. Yeah, Buffy, you did. What was I saying? Okay, so I got to use that, and then nope, you can't get that at Sephora. I feel like Martha judged me a little bit the other day at Sephora. Summer camp, what's that? Never heard of that, Kathy Ann. Did she change the name? I think I got judged a little bit the other day at Sephora because Martha said, what foundation are we using? And I said, well, I don't get it here. And she gave me a look, and I felt weird about it just as much as she did. Hey, little bubble. I pretty much use everything else from Sephora, but I can't not use Trini London's. Ask Nancy Sitchin. She switched to it too. She loves it. BFF, it's like cream. It's in a white pump. And then the other one is in a silver thing. What's the brand? Trini London. Hey, Downs mom. She's one of my favorite celebrities. I don't know what we would call her. Trini Woodall is her name. The only time I watch YouTube is for Trini. I love this lady as a person just in general, but I love that she built her empire. She's good with fashion. She's got this whole makeup and skincare line. I'll be honest. I use her blush. I use her eyeshadows. Some eyeliner I don't really care about, but my have to have products are her. Yeah, thanks, Kathy. And just put the link up. It's the BFF like serum and BFF cream. Can't live without it. I just can't. What else were we talking about? Tony P, be safe, girl. What else did you guys want to talk about? I wasn't going to go live today. I was not going to do a show. I started to, I started to wrestle demons again. And I was like, maybe YouTube isn't maybe it's not the place for me. Maybe we should just sink down into it and accept what's real. I was like, maybe I am too much, maybe the human race just isn't ready for this. And I thought, well, give it a day, skip a day, and, let the demons do their thing. And then Robin Miners and Kestrel were like, where is this girl? That train's never late. And I said, well, I'll do it. Kid, I can't let you out. I'm wearing shorty shorts. Holly Day. Oh, thanks, Holly. I like these too. Do you feel like these are too big? I guess so. How's the weather in Tennessee? I so far, we haven't had all these awful storms that everybody says are really bad. I mean, I keep just to be safe, I've written my obituary because I don't know what it's like out in the country. I've never lived in the country and I get concerned. I was telling my brother-in-law this today. I love you, Joel Sachs. Thank you, son. I know it's annoying. Yeah, I love Paula's Choice, Trixie. Snap out of it, Robin. Okay. I've looked at some Muffet Lou. To be honest, I like Robin Miner's Fox the most that she sent to me. I forwarded it to my tattoo guy and I was like, what can we do here? That's cool, Eric. I like that. So I'm here for Kestrel. I came on for Robin Miners, but to be honest, I thought I'll do it. But I don't know that people, there's a lot of people that prefer I didn't. I'll tell you that right now. There's people that said don't do it too, I'm sure. And I'm sure that we've got a lot of new friends that are watching us right now. I know this because they send Facebook requests and they're all around this area. And that's just fantastic. And I couldn't be happier about it. Oh, yeah, the storms. Yeah, I don't know how to react. I just figure if it's my time, it's my time. I don't know what it's like out in the middle of nowhere like this when storms occur. So again, I've got the obituary emailed to the attorney, just, little things that I would like to have done at my funeral. I saw this today and I thought it was perfect. Who do we know that would do this? At my funeral, I want a group of Italian guys to walk up to my coffin in all black suits and say, "I'm going to miss you, boss." So my family thinks I had something big going on. Kind of like that. So I'm going to send that to my attorney as well to see what we can do there. Wine a little bit more. Welcome. Good to see you. So that's what's going on over here. I don't know, again, how to deal with these storms. When the other weird thing about Tennessee is people here don't have basements. Everybody has, no, Jody T, everybody has a basement in the Midwest where I come, me and my Midwest self. I'm a Northerner. I just want to make that clear. So when the storms occur and it feels like we're just all going to pass on, I just give it to God. And I say, you know what? If like Fred used to say, if God's going to pull my name out of a hat, that's what's going to happen. And that's kind of what's happening. And I just get nervous. But at the same time, there's not a lot that can be done. There's not a lot we can do. So there's that. And what do you guys want to talk about tonight? We're only 17 minutes in, guys. I can't end it here. What do we want to say? What is it that you wanted me to? You got me here, Robin Miners. And I said that when she commented. She goes, where is it? This train is never late. Where are you? I said, I'll tell you what, I'll come on if you give me a topic. And then Kestrel said, topic schmopic. What are you talking about? And I said, you're right, but I feel like we need to stick to the topic here because not everybody's a friend, guys. And you teach a man to fish, again, there's no I in team. You better keep that in mind, okay? Not take any wooden nickels. What's good for the goose? You know what I mean? So there's always that. Buffy, yes, very much so. Hey, Jessica West, welcome, girl. Do we have any new people in here? Do we have any new friends or frenemies or Robin Miners? I don't think that's probably a good idea, Robin. I don't think that's probably the best idea. What's on tap this week, Kim is Blue? What does that mean? No INT. Angie Mo. There's a weather guy in Tennessee called Ryan Hall. Y'all. Pretty sure he's on YouTube. Everyone I know in Tennessee pays attention to him. Okay. Karina's new. Welcome, Karina. I love that, girl. And I hope that you stay with us. This channel, you'll find, Karina, stay with me, girl. I'm not for everyone, especially like the first 50 streams. So after about 50, then I want you to make a decision. Okay. But until then, keep it tight. Zippity doo-dah. You know what I mean, girl? Judy Lee, there's a lot of basements in St. Louis. How to deal with trash people? Like trash people, like people who pick up your trash? I wouldn't know because we don't have that in the country either, and it couldn't be weirder. Hey, Pat Jonas. Kim is Blue. A lot's happening this week. Sorry about that. Easy help. I don't know how to confront liars, girl. What did these strangers in your area find out about your channel? Well, so far, I think pretty much everybody, the general, I think pretty much what we're looking at, I think what most people, they hate me. but it's safe here, and that's what matters. So we won't be leaving the house ever again. Hey, Teresa Devers. Hey, Judy Lee. I've never heard of this Ryan fellow. Carla Childers. I'm not new or a frenemy, but you're somewhat of a lurker. That is true. You don't say much. You had me at hello, Reese. I love you, Joanne Hawley. Pamela, welcome, girl. Interesting, Luna. Renee B, oh God, I'm sorry to hear that. Go the Greek. That's horrible. Renee B, I love that, girl. Pam Dawson, I'm not new, but this is the first time I've commented here and made a live this soon in the stream. Well, welcome, Pam. And I love that your first time commenting. The haters are going to hate. Yes, they are. I actually, it doesn't bother me at all. I am so used to it, you guys. Hey, Lemster. Hey, Piper. I'm more just being dramatic intentionally. It doesn't get to me. It'll be weird. I mean, I'm not going to lie. I don't consider myself anybody. And I don't think Tuesday for the peasants, Liz Tricks, I don't consider myself anyone. I'm not interesting. I'm not better than anybody. I don't ever feel that way. And I don't consider myself known. So I mean, I have to be honest. I don't know. This is kind of like, and I don't talk about the haters anymore. We don't call them that. They're just people, right? But they're going to exist. And I've accepted that. And I've also accepted letting people be wrong about me. Hey, Brandy Lewis. So Renee B said, how do you deal with hateful people or rude people or whatever you said? I think you said rude people, Renee B. I don't. I really just don't. You know, people who are rude in your face, I don't have a problem calling them out if that's what I mean, I don't, my least favorite thing is no manners, hey Kim, and passive aggression. I'm happy for you, Chica Cherry Cola. Passive aggression and no polite manners is a real issue. I don't like to be around people like that. But hey Mary Barons, I just call people out on that kind of stuff. And not in a rude way. I don't mean like being rude. I just mean when somebody is, thank you, I am the walrus. When somebody has, you pretty much know, hey, Dawn, right away when somebody has a chip on their shoulder, right? Like it's not hard to sniff that out. Entitlement is absolutely awful. Yes, it is. That's true, Pat Jonas. Hey, West Coast Fancy Nancy. So I don't deal well with people like that, but I also don't, guys, I really truly believe that, yeah, Amy Edge, I get that. I just lost it. No idea. I think I said I don't believe, but I can't even remember what I just said a second ago. I was reading. Oh, I know what I was going to say. Hey, Linda Van Pelt. I truly believe this, and it may be just me. I'm not going to speak for other ex-Scientologists because I don't like to speak for people in general, but I'm going to stay in my own lane here. But I think maybe because I'm the newest out, I'm not sure the answer to this. But I truly believe that I've said this before. There are some things you can change. There's others that you can't. And I know that to be true for me. Now, I'm 2 years out, pretty fresh. So ask me again in 5 years. But I think there is some I believe when you are a Scientologist for decades, like I put it back, Lemster. Yeah, I'd Huxley put it back for me, actually, the chair. When you have been in Scientology for decades, like me and some of the other ex-Scientologists, I'm starting to think in the last like 4 to 5 days, I'm starting to process this possible idea. And it's very, it makes me feel relaxed. This concept, I should say, because I think in concepts, it makes me feel relaxed that I truly believe we can work on ourselves as much as we possibly can. Hey, Dawn Gloves. Hey, Iwa. But I think that ex-Scientologists and Scientologists, right, are truly a different breed. Hey, Annie Strews. I think that we truly are a different breed. And that calms me. That brings me peace to think like that. Yeah, Kestrel, I've been in Scientology my whole life until the last 2 years. Correct. Hey, Joanne Adams. But I do also think there is some indoctrination that goes along with that after 38 years, after decades of it, that I don't know that we're ever going to be able to unplug from, right? Like, and I'm kind of accepting that. Like I don't even know what it is, what I'm saying here, but like, hey Sabine, good to see you, babe. Yeah, it's been a minute. You think I'm too hard on myself. Lenster, I also saw this today. I saw a lot of cool I sometimes, when I see memes that I really like, I save them. And that's weird that you say that, Lemster. Look, if being hard on yourself worked, it would have worked by now. Let that sink in. Hey, Bumblebee. Love and life. Hey, Armine. If being hard on yourself worked, it would have worked by now. Yes. It's different for folks who joined in and knew something versus never ends. Thank you, Armina. I love you, girl. Because you have trained to be different. Yes, there's nothing I can do about that except work on myself. My birthday wish is for Reese's views and likes to be at 100%. Hit that like. You're so sweet. Dawn, was it today? Yeah, because I told you happy birthday in 2 different places on Facebook. Happy birthday, babe. I forget that you have a different name. I have to memorize. You guys drive me insane, but I do it for you. I have to memorize your name and your YouTube name. That's why I get mad when you guys switch it up. Happy birthday again, though, babe. Sandy, hey, babe. Any plans to reshare the Jester show that Casper was retracting names from? I haven't decided. We kind of talked about that a couple weeks ago. What did I do to my phone? I have a phone protector thing on it, and the protector thing cracked. I dropped it when I was walking up at my parents, and it fell on the gravel. But luckily, that's like tempered glass, and it just broke that. And I just haven't ordered a new sheet of glass thing for it. I knew that, Michael Malloy. You told me that. Thank you, Buffy. Thank you, Kestrel. It drives me nuts when you guys change your names because I'm like, oh man, now I got to memorize a new name. I agree to a degree that I'm hard. Yeah, Dawn. Hey, Lee Sane, you made it. Ewa, these are not really new. They're just, yeah, fairly. Hold on. Hey, Moon Taxi. Now I'm starting to get lost here. Help me, guys. Keep me on track. The Jester thing. Let me answer that first. You're right, Jan. So I said this the other day. There's a Jester party coming up, and it's the big one. It's the national party, and I haven't decided. I'm probably not going to go to that for a couple of reasons. It's coming up fast, and 2, they're probably expecting me. I would guess, because I was at their big, what's it called? What was it called? The branding party in Vegas. I think that it would probably be a waste of my time because obviously they're going, hey, Debbie Zito, true to it. Yeah, I agree to a degree, Armine. Because they're going to be prepared this time. They're probably going to evolve and adapt every time they have a party now. I'm sure they've got a whole new set of rules that they're operating. So if that makes sense, wear a disguise. I mean, that's not a bad idea. The other problem is, though, all the hotels in that area are sold out. So, hey, Meredith Lynn, happy birthday to Aiden tomorrow. I love that. And yeah, Raymond said, they are watching that too. Talk like you were going. We'll freak them out and they will be on guard the whole time. Yeah, that's true. Well, I might be going, Liz. I don't know yet. That's a good idea, Kim is blue. I agree with that, Callie Blue. Hey, Mark. Good to see you. Don't stay at their hotel. It's in Jacksonville, West Coast Fancy Nancy. Pamela Lowe, I'm Pamela Lowe. You switched over. I'm going to star that question, people, places, and perspectives, because I like it. I'm not worried about going alone, guys. I don't worry about that kind of stuff. I know you worry about it for me, but if I were going to go, I'd want to stay at their hotel. I know that they did some weird stuff in Vegas, when those guys approached me and they were like, let's go back. We'll show you what a real party looks like. I mean, I'm not discounting the fact that they are, hey, Kala, they are creepy creepers, right? I mean, you'd have to be a jester. If you're a jester, you're a creeper. It just doesn't one without the other. But I'm, for whatever reason, I'm not worried about going alone. What are they going to do? What would be the worst thing they would do? They're not going to kill me. What would be the worst thing? I mean, I guess maybe they could physically, get a couple of jabs in, maybe behind closed doors somewhere. I mean, even that just doesn't, I just don't know anymore. These days, I think YouTube has really thickened my skin in good ways and bad ways. Hey, Kay Thompson. Hey, Marie Marion. I feel like YouTube has hardened me. MLG, yes, I actually am in touch. One of my Jester insiders, as a matter of fact, hey, Heidi, I do like a party. Yeah, I do like a party. One of my Jester insiders messaged me like less than a week ago, probably 5 days ago, and said, you know where the party is. Hey, Vicki Andrews, are you going? And this person told me how many women are going to be there, how many bartenders, what bartenders. And I said, I found this in Fred's stuff. It's a little alligator. I found it in some of his stuff and I thought it was really cute. They are known for having threatened you, so not much they can do about you. Yeah, I don't know. I wanted to start a YouTube channel. They could drug me. Well, that would be frightening. I didn't think about that. That would be a little bit scary. I wouldn't be, this is why I don't drink or do drugs, because I like to be in control of my whole system. I don't like to malfunction. When you start a YouTube, yeah, you wanted to start a YouTube channel, too scared of crazy people. It's not crazy. I don't worry about, it's not people. It's just the YouTube world is so weird. It's so weird. And I say this all the time. I cannot believe how much hate that I get because I'm a nobody. I'm an absolute nobody. Hey, Elena. I have a tiny channel. It's unbelievable to me. Like, people who don't know me, like total strangers, people I've never met, love to make fun of how I look, like my size, my look, my makeup, my way of speaking, all those things. It's wild to me. I mean, let them do it. I don't go seek it out. I don't look at it, but I've heard about it. No, Patty. And that's the only thing I'll say. It's weird. It is weird. It's a weird lifestyle that you have total strangers who cannot stand your existence. And to me, that, I've said this 100 times, I don't care what total strangers think of me. Let them be wrong about me. I don't care what they're saying. Like, I don't know you. Why would I let that affect me? Why would I let your viewpoint on my life affect me? Because I don't know you and I don't watch you. I really do tune out of YouTube. I don't watch YouTube. Very rarely will I tune in and watch Trini London videos. Like, and plus she's on Facebook now anyway. I just watch her videos on Facebook. But I don't know. It's also probably part of my Scientology, honestly, bull bait training. They're just bull baiting. That's all this is. It's weak. It's very, very, very weak bull baiting. And so I've been training for that my whole life. And it just doesn't, it bounces right back off of me. I just think, okay. And it's weird. It's weird. It's weird that you spend your time making fun of people that you don't know. It's strange. It's odd. So I don't know. It doesn't get to me. Um, what would you hope to gain from going with the Jester stuff? And I think Buffy, did you just ask me something too about the Jesters? I hate that I don't have a mouse tonight. Are you going to do more Jester content like the video you were working with Casper? I was just saying, I don't know. Hey, I need a card. And what would I expect to gain from going? What I always expect, like that. I don't know. You are here. I'm not sure the outcome of like the end goal of the people who want to try to take me down. What's the end goal? I've never met you. Why would I let that affect me? It's weird, right? Like it's weird. A total stranger. What's my motive in going? Well, that's the thing. That's why I haven't decided if I want to go at all, because I'm not that motivated to do it in the first place. But my goal, my motive would be to get some good video, right? And my privacy attorney told me you would Florida, anywhere would be better than Vegas. Vegas was kind of a bust when I went with Tommy because their privacy laws with the gaming commission there is insane. And my privacy attorney, I talked to this person at length before I went to Vegas because I was like, if they can arrest me, if they can do something to take me down, they will. So I don't want to break any laws. And so my privacy attorney was like, okay, well, here's Vegas is a different animal. So it would be, my goal would be to go to Florida where it's different. Yeah, Kathy Ann, go and just see what I can get on film, right? Video. I would try to video what I can of these guys. And I could not do that as much in Vegas because, and they knew that, right? They knew that when they called the cops on me. So I don't know. I don't know. To be honest, I would like to go alone more than going like I did with Tommy. I didn't want to take Tommy with me to Vegas. Again, not because I didn't want Tommy with me. I loved being with Tommy, but I was so afraid that they were going to do something to set him up. So I would really enjoy going it alone. I'm not afraid to go alone. That it just I'm not fearful of that. That's true. Kim is blue. Yeah, Buffy, you liked the Jester content. I mean, it's interesting. It's very interesting. I'll tell you, there's some stuff going on behind the scenes that I'm not going to talk about. I've got a few things going on behind the scenes. I do intend to still discuss the Jester stuff. I'm just not sure yet how I want to deliver it. I don't know, but we're not done. We're not done. It's also just not a priority. Here's the thing. Also, I just thought of this. It's similar for me to Scientology topic, right? Content. I said this and I've said it. Hey, Cry Me a River. I could never do a daily show on Scientology. Hey, Broken Pencil. I could never do a show on talk Scientology every day. That's probably because I'm too new. I'm too out of it. Now, when we talk Scientology, it's very intentional. I love talking about it when I get in the mood to do it. And it's typically about my life, my story. Would I feel different about going to Florida if Jeff was still in? Yeah, I would. That's an interesting question. And it's a yes. If Jeff were going to be there, yes. And I don't know what that means, but it's a yes. That's my honest answer. I would love to run into Jeff at a Jester party. Yeah. Me too, Don Gloves. Yeah, I can only talk Scientology organically, Kim is blue. But when we talk about it, I love talking about it. It's interesting and it's good for me to talk about it. Yeah, Broken Pencil. It's good for me to talk about it. It's healing. It's healthy for me to talk about. I just couldn't do it every day. I could not. And I'm also not interested in the news, like Scientology news. I like to stick to, I feel like there's more than enough there to talk about to cover 38 years of it, of kind of like more my realm of what I know. Um, and so honestly, the Jester stuff is similar there in that I can only talk about it so much. I can only talk about it when the Jester stuff makes me more uncomfortable to talk about than Scientology for obvious reasons, right? The Jesters are creepy, sexually weird, they're predatorial. Oh, Ewa, he got kicked out. Scientologists, I know you guys would say are also probably predatorial, but it's a different uh I don't know the word. I'm trying to think of a word. To me, it's just very different. Let's put it this way. I never went into the Church of Scientology and got my hair pulled, my ass slapped, my ass grabbed, sexual innuendos all day long. I didn't experience that. And you do with the Jesters. The Jesters are all about sex and women are objects. It's just different. Hey, Rain Virus. I wasn't going to do a show today, Rain. One day when you're up for it, did you ever help someone get into Scientology? Yeah, Jeff got kicked out of the Jesters. It's a different beast, Angie Mo. Renee B, I did not help someone get into Scientology, but I tried. Like I had my friend Michelle, for instance, I took her to a couple of events and they tried to reg her a little bit. I had a friend named Karen a long time ago. Hey, Tanya is Abundantly Empowered. I'm assuming you changed your name. You used to be Abundantly Empowered, right? Hey, T. Louise. Good for you, Rain. So there was an attempt, but no, I never got anybody into Scientology. I never really was. It was really hard for me to talk about Scientology to non-Scientologists, even though that was a huge job for us. We were supposed to do that. It's called, it's a number of things. Body routing, bodies in the shop. That's the name of the statistic, the biz, the bodies in the shop. It's trying to get people in and started on new stuff. Are Scientologists only the Jesters, Ellie? Scientologists and Jesters are totally different. That's okay, Broken Pencil. Did you get kicked out of the Jesters because you exposed his... Hey, Pat Kimbrell. Yeah, I think that's why he got kicked out. I mean, I'll never know, Meredith Keith. I think with Scientology, you know how they fight, as bad as that is. After, the rules are different, and I'm not sure there's a rule book. That is such a good point, Bumblebee. It's weird that you say that because this reminds me of something I was thinking of the other day. And I'm trying to think of the concept that entered my head. I'm so used to, I think this is why I'm so naive. Honestly, I think this is why I'm so behind and kind of stunted. I am so used to, guys, Scientologists are pretty much all the same. We're very different, but we're also the same. You know what you're dealing with. There's a whole set of rules that we follow. We work in absolutes. Okay? So like it's very clear cut in Scientology. Like we're all kind of from the same makeup. What do you mean, Jeff? Meredith Keith? If that makes sense. I hope that makes sense what I just said. But being out here in the real world, Alicia's here. Hey, Alicia. Being out here in the real world, people are very unpredictable. And I feel like in the beginning, when I first started my channel, are you still in touch with those couple of people who want to leave? Not really. Hey, Shards of Words. One of them for sure, no. The other one, yes. If that makes sense. Hey, Miss Sunrise Dawn. Does that make sense? Because that's a really interesting concept that occurred to me just a couple of days ago, and Bumblebee just brought it up. Yes. Hey, Huxley? I think Moose is at the front door. Can you let him in? Thanks, son. Scientology instills a certain personality. That is so true. That is exactly what I was trying to think of, Sophia. It's very true. Um, I don't know how else to describe other than what I just said. I don't know. Hey, Brittany. I haven't talked to Sterling in a long time, Annie Strews, but I love Sterling and I wish he'd come back and stream with me on Sundays. Scientology is very, very pretty. There's there it's is would the word be like finite? Like it's you can only go so far. There's just a set of rules that we're boxed into. So, hey, Molly Moon, uh, people in the real world are not, they're very unpredictable. So I don't know fully how to deal or read people. I mean, hey, Teresa, good to see you, babe. I don't know if that makes sense. I feel like it's so elementary what I'm trying to say. And I feel like it's coming out dumb. Yeah, Lori Lee, it's heavily structured, guys. Scientology is heavily structured. So, like even all the times I got in trouble, I knew I was going to get in trouble. I knew the rules I was breaking. Very regimented baby steps. Very, very yes, Mrs. Priss. There's a script everybody follows. That's exactly right. I'm actually really glad to hear you guys say that you understand that. Um, thanks, Diana H. First live in forever. Allie, you look so amazing. Not to try to be a stranger, just work too much. Aw, I love that you're here, Allie. Thank you. It seems like you guys are no stranger to confrontation. And all have the come at me mentality. 100%. Yes. Was it militaristic? Did I say that right? Like militant? Like living in the Truman Show. I've heard that, but I haven't seen the movie. But yes, I've heard that. Yes. Timark, we are no stranger to confrontation. We're also trained for that, to like tackle things really head on, and pull the string. Yeah, all that stuff. I myself don't think I'm very confrontational, to be honest, though. But I think it's because I was so confrontational now. Like I'm not naturally confrontational. I just had to be in Scientology, if that makes sense. I prefer not to be. I don't like to be. Hey, New Life Plan. I think about what you've seen in a controlled environment and the wild world your vulnerable self has seen since free all the time. It's so, yes, that's exactly right. I came from a highly controlled environment, guys. Again, very much absolutes. There are purely marked black and whites. And so being out here in the world with you guys it's a trip. It is. It's weird for me. I don't like it. I'm adjusting. People are weird. People are very unpredictable. And I find that none of the training that I actually had is real. Like the tone scale training, like trying to read get their tone level and apply what I need to do with their tone level doesn't work. It's all lies. It doesn't work. And so I don't know anything. Thank you for your super chat, babe. How did your mom and sister unwind from the training? I'm not really sure. And to be honest, hey, Yvonne, you have to be confrontational to survive. Yeah, for sure. I don't know. I was really young when my mom left and I wasn't in her life much then. My sister, I wasn't in her life hardly at all. And to be honest, I don't think Brianna had a lot of training. I don't think Brianna was not in Scientology like past the age of 14. So I don't think she did a lot of training. We'll have to get her story. Have you seen Severance? No, Lori Lee, I've never heard of it. Must be a movie. Yes, Teresa, we love you. And there's a big gray area out here. Yeah, there is. There is. And I don't think if I could go back and change anything, like if I could go back and know something, if I wish I had known something getting out, it's that. Like I don't know, guys. I don't know how to put this, but like I was shoved out and hit the ground running. Like I feel like I just thought it's the same out here. Like I wasn't as prepared as I probably should have been. I feel like I trusted hey, DNV, I trusted a lot of people. And I was not also, I don't think I knew who I was. Like, I didn't work on myself much, if that makes sense. I just think I was still very much an indoctrinated Scientologist and didn't think I was because I was separated from Scientology. So I felt like, oh, I'm in the real world now. And I really wasn't. I was still living the life following um, in the footsteps of a Scientologist. If that makes sense. I'm not I want to touch this mouse so bad to highlight stuff. I can't. There's a difference if you're born in or chose to get in with every cult or faith. Born-ins tend to have a dissonance between the cult personality and their nature. I never understood what dissonance means. I have no idea what that word means. But I kind of get the gist of what you're saying there. And I think that's true. Absolutely. Did you have to be sneaky to have any connection to your mom and sister after they left? Yes. Thank you, Lemster. Thanks, Yvonne. That's a great question because not only did I have to be sneaky, I got a security check every single time I got back from visiting my mom and my sister. I got a program before I would go. Because here's the thing, I would come here to Tennessee every summer for a week for years and years and years. I would come here every summer for a week. And before I would go to visit my mom and my sister here, the Church of Scientology would give me a program that we would sit down and do, and we would discuss how we're going to handle my mom and my sister. They would make me drill, literally drill, kind of like TRs. I'd sit down with a coach and I would drill. The coach would pretend being my mom and the coach would pretend being my sister. And they would give me commands, like they would say things to do. Thank you, MLG. Thank you. It means a lot, actually. They would say things to me that I would have to drill how to handle. Like they would say very antagonistic Scientology comments, right? And I would have to drill to a pass. The coach and the supervisor would have to give me a pass on this program. I couldn't pass myself. So every summer, I've never shared this with you guys before. Every summer, no, they weren't declared, Lori. It's not, being a Scientologist is very exhausting. Every single summer before I would come here, they would make me come in. I'd report in and they would write up this program for all this what if crap. And I would have to sit down and drill it to a pass. So they write up the program, whatever the program may be. And I would sit there and it's like doing TRs. No, they didn't, time mark. It was like doing TRs and you have to sit there comfortably. And they would pretend to be my mom first. And they'd be like, you should watch that Leah Remini show. And I would have to handle their communication and go, I got that. Let's do something else. Let's go to an antique store. Like I would have to misdirect them and change the subject. It was wild. It was wild. So they would try to be as 1-1, which is like passive aggressive with me to throw me off. And I would have to handle their calm. How old was I? Time mark every year. So I don't know. It went on for decades. But I had to drill my mom. They pretended to be my mom and they pretended to be Brianna. And I had to drill that to a pass. Hey, Jenny Stout. And it was wild. And a lot of time, it took hours and hours and hours because I didn't get a pass right away. And once they felt like I got a pass, I was allowed to go. And then when I would get back, I had to sit down on the cans and give up everything that happened to make sure that I didn't give up any Scientology secrets, that I didn't slam Scientology, that I didn't say anything bad about anybody at the church. It was pretty wild. It was pretty wild. But that is one of the reasons. Who asked me this the other day? That's one of the reasons, guys, that we don't really we're very vanilla. Scientologists are just very vanilla because, and that's the other reason we don't have any boundaries. We have no boundaries because, like, for instance, every form of sex I've had, every thought about sex I've had, anything that has to do with getting yourself off. Hold on, time mark. Hey, Gloria, all of those things have to be given up on a meter to your auditor, your case supervisor, the person who does your meter check, supervisor, anybody. All those people are going to read everything that you say. So we're not really so much into like sex swings and, going to sex clubs and stuff like that, because it's embarrassing enough having to get those things, having to give those things up. And that's one of the reasons I enjoy talking about sex now. That's one of the reasons I think I enjoyed sex so much with Tommy, especially because, well, let's face it. I mean, he was fun, but he opened up that whole kind of other side of me where I was like, I don't have to, like, it's how you guys are with me here. I don't have to tell. Nobody's going to report me. I don't have to go in and do a sec check. So like, it's, oh yeah, Lemster, do you have to tell them if you use a vibrator? Oh, that's a regular Tuesday. They're going to put you on the meter and ask you if you want to have sex with your mom, your dad, if you have sex with your dog. They're going to ask you about sex with children, all those things. Yeah, they're absolutely going to make you incredibly uncomfortable. L. Ron Hubbard was very fixated on sex for some reason. So a vibrator, yeah, no, yeah. So you have to talk about all that stuff. So that's another reason I say, like, somebody asked me once if they thought Leah Remini was at the Diddy parties. And I was like, no, I don't think so, because we are put on the meter about every thought of sex we've ever had. So that's one of the reasons I don't have a problem talking about sex. I don't have a problem saying vagina, but I know it bothers people. But I don't have any boundaries with that, because I have literally been sex questioned since the age of 6. That's when I got my first child sex check, and they asked me all about sex. So I've been programmed for a long time on that. It doesn't bother me in the slightest. And I think that's another reason, guys. Think about all the bull baiting I've had since I was 4. I've been bull baiting, thousands of hours of that. So when people go out there and try to do these silly, foolish, sprinkling foolishness videos about me, and they're like, I'm going to mock Reese, like, you're also going to do that with your audience and none of mine, and not me, because I don't care. Like, people have been doing that to me my whole life. What do you think Scientology is? It's a hate show. Scientology is a shit show. They make you feel bad about yourself. They make you hate yourself. Anything you've ever done, you pulled that in, right? So yeah, go make fun of me on another platform or YouTube or wherever it is. It doesn't get to me. You're going to have to try harder. People have been doing that to me for a very, very long time, including my loved ones. Like, my father hates me more than anybody. He hates me more than I hate myself. So it's just weird to me that people really like make an effort. But I mean, I get it. We all have to exist. I love that bird, the sunset. There's like some bird singing. We all have to exist, right? And there's room for even people who want to make fun of me, mock me, hate me, tell lies, tell half truths, whatever. I mean, they can exist too, right? Let them do it. Let them be wrong. Nah, he wasn't Muffet Lou. What does a pass mean? Sorry about this. Like, on a meter. Time arc, it can be on a meter. So a pass can be on a meter. Okay. Definitely on a meter, but you also can do it just in the course room with your student and your coach. So if you're sitting here drilling with me doing bull bait and I flinch, you have to continue to do that over and over and over until I stop flinching. And then that's a pass. So the coach is going to look at the supervisor and look at me and go, good, that's a pass. All right, let's move on to the next thing. So you can pass on a meter, but you can also pass just according to your coach's standards. So that's what that means. And I feel like I missed some questions, and I'm sorry if I did. I got busy talking. Look at you. The gap where we put everything that we can't control is a tool. But most people have 1 or 2 lifelong friends that help them navigate this world. And that's my biggest fear for you, having lost everybody you knew. Takes a long time to grow an old friend. Yes. And you know what? You also make a good point. It makes me think it's hard to find friends in your 40s, because most people have their friends by now. Most people have friends from college, even grade school, high school. So I agree with this so much, New Life Plan, and I worry about it too. Now, I will say this. I have made some pretty amazing friends through this channel that I talk to on a weekly basis easily, that check in on me a lot. And I trust those people 100%. So thank you for your giant super chat. And thank you for saying that. That's really amazing. It's a totally other language. It's a totally other language. Reese, never say sorry for who you are. That, Donna Cooper, is very validating. And that is kind of where I'm at right now. I love that, Mrs. Priss. That's kind of where I'm at right now. I'm trying really hard, especially with like what happened yesterday, in that little town. Typically I blame myself, but that's our go-to in Scientology. All the blame is placed on us. And I know, Muffet Lou, I thought the same thing. I'm trying to rearrange, like I'm trying to really control my thoughts more instead of letting them control me, if that makes sense. And I think I'm getting better at it. But I know, I remember Jody T. I was thinking that too. Ty Mark. Angie Moe's a good friend of mine. I think that I've been told, and I don't think this is a Scientology thing necessarily. The more I'm out in the real world, the more I think women are too much. Yes, Lori Ellingson, I did. I think we are taught. Now, I think that's the case. Was my upbringing in Scientology was I was way too much. I've always been too much. I've always been too loud. I've always been too obnoxious. I've always been too far with my dark humor. I've always been that way. I have gotten in trouble so much. Hey, Lenora, and it's just a matter of those aren't my people. But I tend to really, really tear myself down and go, I'm too much. I was too much again. I overdid it. They hate me. That has got to stop. That has got to stop. Maybe you're not enough for me. Like, I'm trying to spin it. I'm not trying to pick at anybody, but there's fucking room for me too. Okay. If there's room for you, there's room for me. Like, I'm just going to exist. That doesn't mean I am who I am and I'm just not going to change, because that pisses me off too. I don't like people who say that, like, well, this is just how I am. No, because we can do better. And we should always want to work on ourselves to improve. I always want to be a better person. I really do. I know there's a lot of work to be done, and I'm putting the work in. I'm into it. I'm loving discovering things about myself. I'm really enjoying this path that I'm on to reprogram myself, to fix myself, to heal myself, and fuck the rest. If you want to make fun of me still about who I used to be or how I look, like, that's a reflection on you. Why does that make me not enough or too much, or I need to shift and morph and change into what you think I should be? Can anybody answer that? Because I don't walk around meeting people going, whoa, that person's way too much. You need to change. You fit right in with me. Who am I, first of all, and who are you? Who am I and who are you to say that someone isn't enough or too much in the first place? Isn't that a bit of a red flag in the first place? When you think about how subjective everything is in the first place, right? Like, we've talked about this, like, your whole viewpoint of me is subjective. Are you an expert on me? Do you know me? Do you really know what kind of a mother I am? Like, and I'm not talking to just the people who hate me, but you think you know. Like, I'll give you that. You think you know, but you don't know. You have no idea. You don't even know me, right? And even being on here, most of you know me because this isn't a news channel, right? Like, I put my life out here. So this is who I am. I'm the same person here that I'm in the real world. But at the same time, I still don't share everything with you guys. I share what I want to share with you. I give you typically 2 hours a day of my time, and I love doing it. But that doesn't make you an expert on me. Doesn't make us an expert on anybody. But I guess the point is, like, with what happened yesterday, specifically, let's use that as an example. When that guy got really aggressive with me, it made me feel small. That was his intention, right? When these people get aggressive, they make fun, they poke, they mock, they laugh, they hate, they yell, whatever they do, that's the intention. That's why we don't give them any airtime. That's why we don't even talk about them, because they're trying to make me small. They're trying to embarrass me, shame me, tell me I'm a liar, tell me I'm all these things. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know that I need to put any effort or time into that. I would rather put effort and time into myself, as far as just being a better person. I don't need anybody to believe me. I'm the one that has to live with me. I'm the one that's going to have to die with me. I don't really need to convince anyone of who I am. That's a long runway, and I don't always believe that, but I'm believing it more and more lately that, like, I'm not the bad person that I was told I was in Scientology by my father, that I'm, going to amount to pretty much nothing, and all those, I'm a degraded being, I'm a down stat, all those things. I don't think that's necessarily true. And for the first time, I'm just looking at it through my own lens. I'm not listening to other people. I'm just looking at it through my own lens. And I don't see that. I don't see that I am this terrible person. I do see that I'm a person who's made mistakes, who's flawed, who definitely followed L. Ron Hubbard. I didn't follow my own thoughts. I followed his word. And so that got me into some trouble. And now I'm peeling all those things off of me and just figuring out who I actually am, what I really like. Yeah, Lemster, I'm definitely getting stronger. My self-esteem is starting to build. I can feel it. I can feel the foundation now that I can stand on, and it's a good feeling. And I want to read this to you because I loved it so much. We all loved Val Kilmer. I loved Val Kilmer. Honestly, I didn't see a lot of his movies. I've never seen Top Gun, but I really, really liked him. I watched his documentary. I loved him, of course, as Doc Holliday. Who didn't? This is a quote from Val Kilmer, and I liked it. Listen to this. Thanks, son. I have behaved poorly. I have behaved bravely. I have behaved bizarrely to some. I deny none of this and have no regrets, because I have lost and found parts of myself that I never knew existed, and I am blessed. I love that. And that's a great picture of him. I'm going to read it a little faster. I have behaved poorly. I have behaved bravely. I have behaved bizarrely to some. I deny none of this and have no regrets, because I have lost and found parts of myself that I never knew existed, and I am blessed. Cool quote, Lori Ellingson. Very cool quote. Hey, Chrissy Twig, I totally agree with that. I have behaved poorly, and I have definitely behaved bizarrely to some. I love that, Heather Landau. But I love that he said, I deny none of this. I have no regrets, because I have lost and found parts of myself I never knew existed. Hey, Catherine J. Is that a cool thing to say? He really owned it. I love that he owned that. I think that's really special. I think he probably died at peace. I don't know if that's true, but I mean, I'm sad. He died very young, you guys. He was only 65, but I think he had a similar kind of cancer that my dad has, the cancer of the throat. And this is so true. This is so true, Time Arc. We all need to remember this. People are too judgmental. It's easier to talk about what others do in their life than look inward. Such a good point. When somebody says terrible things about another person, I immediately think that. Like, what are you doing to work on yourself? That's terrible. like gossiping, bonding over hating another person. I call that hate bonding. Like it's garbage. I'm not interested in that. Are you interested in growing at all by chance? Like, are you interested in breaking out of that shell and becoming like the butterfly? Are you interested in spreading your wings and like being a better person, possibly helping people, doing good? No, like any of that? Or you just want to focus on other people and make fun of them and their downfalls? I'm not interested in that. It's like that reel I played for you guys. Hate is easy. What did she say? Breaking something, hating someone is easy. I want to see you heal. Let me see you heal something, because healing is hard and healing can take a lifetime. Healing can take generations. That's what that quote said. And I loved that because it's true. Anybody can hate. Anybody can make a hate statement of any kind they want. Anybody can point fingers. That's not doing any work, right? Like healing. Let me see you do something good. Let me see you do something amazing with your time and effort, right? I don't know. I thought that was really interesting. Interesting. Chrissy Twig. Well, it's up to you as the viewer, you know. I would never watch hate stuff, especially about me. I would never watch something about me because I don't feel like I'm in a good place to, I mean, who would want to watch something where people are just trashing you about you? I don't know. That's like some kind of dark place. I would worry. Oh, thanks, Ox. That's good news. I would worry about my mental wellness. Like I would really have to have some extra therapy if I were interested in watching people say terrible things about me. That's not something I'm interested in. It's just not. Good for you, Chrissy. Hey, baby steps. You've been looking at yourself in a mirror coded by others' thoughts and beliefs of you. You are making your way, cleaning the mirror and seeing yourself clearer. I love that. Every day. It takes effort to clean the mirror. You are doing it. That is a cool thing to say. I love that. And it feels very true, baby steps. It's happening for me very slowly, but I think it's like weight loss. You don't want to lose a ton of weight overnight. I think it's healthy that we're doing it little by little. We're putting the work in. Therapy's helping me a lot, but you guys are helping me a ton. Baby steps. Thank you for saying that. It's such a cool thing to say. And thank you for being a member. Unless somebody, yeah, Renee B, me either. Unless somebody has taken the time to come get to know me and put in the hours on good days and bad days, they really have no business hating someone. That's just lazy hating. And it's just the old saying, like, so, like, do you live their life? Do you walk in their shoes? Like, you don't really know anybody. We've recently learned that. Am I right? Like, we don't really know a person, especially online. Like, especially, I just would never I would never value a total stranger trashing anyone. Like, your credibility is shot. Why would that be credible? Why would I listen to someone who just hates on people? It's ugly, it's mean, it's bullying. Like there's no good that comes of that. And also, the first thing I would ask is, do you know this person? Do you know them personally? Okay, so you met him once through an email, or like you met him on the phone twice? Like, so you're an expert? I don't understand. Or sometimes they've never met. So it's like, I have questions. I have questions before I blindly believe what you're saying about people. And I'm not just talking about me. I hate people who hate, Raymond. Yeah, absolutely. But I think that there's a lot of people who blindly believe stuff, and I think they leave my channel all the time. And I've always said that, like, it's about quality, not quantity here. So when I lose people over, hate videos or something they've read, I think that's appropriate. Like, go ahead and go. I think everybody should be free to believe whatever they want. But at the same time, you really should question that stuff. Question, like, do you know this person? And I'm not even just talking about me. It's just when I see stuff that's hateful, if it's in a magazine, if it's in print somewhere, if it's on a video, I just think, do you know this person? Do you actually know this person? So you've never met them. Like, what the hell is that about? What in the crazy ass internet? I'm a believer. Hey, Brittany, by the way, I'm a believer of we all heal and change in our own time. And people who don't think we're doing it their way or fast enough have not healed themselves. Well, she makes a great point, Britt. I love that time mark. Ewa, I'm sorry. I love that though. Brittany, it's true. And here's the other thing, Brittany, that you just made me think of. And thank you for your super chat. Guys, this is the other thing. Critical thinking seems to be at an all-time low these days, and it shows in our society, Teresa. Yeah, it's blindly believing stuff. It's kind of cult-like, to be honest. It's a little cult-like. And I sadly resonate with that. I understand blindly believing things. So when people do blindly believe and decide they don't like me anymore, that's okay. I'm not mad at them for it. And sometimes they come back. Sometimes people do that and they come back and they'll send me an email and go, I'm back. I'm sorry. I didn't really think it through. And I just think, you're welcome here always. Either way, people are welcome to come. People are welcome to go. Yeah, Rain, it is. Hey, Liz, the closest person in your life doesn't know you 100%. The only people who know you 100% is you and God. Liz, yes. Hey, Mandy Albert, it's so true. If I've learned anything, and thank you, Liz, for your super chat. If I've learned anything, it's that you don't really know somebody. You guys don't really know me. You know a lot about me. Like there's way more than you don't know. But that's my choice. Hey, Peggy Collins, I put this out here. This is my life. It's my job. I love what I do. I have no regrets about that. I enjoy this channel so much. It means everything to me. But Liz is right. And I hate to say that, but my recent relationship tells us that. You think you know a person and you don't. But the other thing I was going to say about Brittany's super chat, welcome back, Kestrel. The other thing I think about, I give a lot of these people a lot of grace. The people who really don't like me, I don't want to call them haters. They're human beings, right? Like they're just people. But the people who choose to really, really, really want to destroy me, hate me, whatever it is, whether it be on YouTube or it be out at Chabby's yesterday with that guy, right? You're going to run into it. And here's the thing you have to remember. Well, yeah, they have issues. They're not healed, obviously. They don't want to work on themselves. They don't want to grow. But more importantly, that's where they are. And you're up here or you're down here. But like either way, you got to meet people where they're at. That's the lens they're looking through. That's the kaleidoscope they're filtering through. So you're not going to agree. You're not going to get them to like you. You're not going to be able to talk any sense into people like that. You can't control what other people do. Thank you, I am the walrus. Hurt people hurt people. That's a great point, but it's so true. You have to remember that. I don't care if you're dealing with your mother-in-law that's hard to deal with. I don't care if you're dealing with a parent, a spouse, a teacher, a coworker. I don't care what it is. And I'm not an expert on this, okay? I'm just telling you how I've dealt with this lately. Instead of taking it so personally, instead of taking all this hate and people mocking me, making fun of me, whatever it is, it occurs to me that I'm like, that's kind of just where they're at. There's never going to be anything I'm going to say to change it. As a matter of fact, the more I talk about it, the more they're going to double down because they go, yeah, we got her. She mentioned us. Woo! Right? Let's have a showdown. Not going to happen. But that's the point. Like, that's where they're at. They're ready to fight. They're ready to rumble. They're full of hate in their heart. I don't know why that is. I'm sure there's some rough past stuff. Also not my problem, though. And whatever they say that comes out of their mouth isn't my concern, my business, my problem, none of that. I'm not going to make it my problem. I'm not interested. I spend too much effort on my own self. I can't work on other people who are telling lies about me or half truths or total fabricated things, right? Like, I just don't have that. As far as we know, we live once. Like, I got a lot of stuff I want to get done. I have goals that I want to accomplish that have everything to do with me, my well-being, and Huxley's well-being. I'm not interested in sorting out what a total fucking stranger thinks about my life, how I spend my money, how much makeup I wear, how the car I drive, how I dress, all those things don't matter. And by the time we're dead, it's not going to matter. I'm going to play something for you. I love it so much, but it's so true. Like, why would I waste any time unpacking the lies that come out of somebody's mouth? I don't give a shit about any of that. I don't have time for any of that, to be honest. I really do have things I'm working on behind the scenes that I'm very excited about for my future. And I'm going to stick to that. Like, I'm doing pretty good. Also, the cool thing about an ex-Scientologist, ask us a question. Chances are you're going to get an honest answer. The upside of no filter, no boundaries. That's very true. And for whatever reason, Bumblebee, people think we're liars. They think we're trained liars. I don't think that's true. I think the opposite. I think what you just said, like, ask a Scientologist anything, they're going to give you an honest answer. Sometimes it is only God. We tend to hide things from ourselves. I've said this a lot lately, baby steps. It's so true. And I've been having a lot of conversations with God lately because I do feel safe and comfort knowing, like, he knows who I am, and I'm pretty sure it's confidential, right? He's not gonna rat me out with some of my feelings. I think people lie to themselves a lot. I've learned that in the last month and a half. I think we all do it. I think we try to show what kind of version of ourselves we are. I think we try really hard to put the shine on it. And I think we're all so broken and flawed, but we're not really wanting to show that version, that side. But some of us will, some of us won't. It depends. And it's up to the person, right? But I think that's very true, baby steps. Thank you for your super chat. You don't have to meet people where they are at. They will bring you down. Well, yeah, absolutely. I don't mean deal with these people, Ty Mark. I mean, view it from that point of view. See it from that light. That's just where they're at. There's room for them too. They're human beings. They're just upset. They want to get their frustrations out. And my old therapist always said this: when somebody is that way, they're working out their shit through you. That's all that is. You could be anybody. So when someone says, Reese, or if you go to a restaurant or anywhere in public and people are having a bad day and they're totally rude to you, they're just working out whatever's going on with them through you. You could be anybody. They're just working their shit out through you. And that's another way I look at it. I don't have to take it. I don't have to absorb it. I walk away going, they're working something out. And it's the same thing with people who want to waste time, their actual precious life, hating me, Tommy, anybody else in the YouTube world. There's a lot of hate in the YouTube world, I'm told. Like, I was told, like, knitting channels get hate. It's just is what it is. There's always going to be that yin and the yang thing, right? I just don't. It's always going to exist. Oh, thank you, Annie Strews. Love you all except you, Julie's dad. I love you, New Life Plan. You're hilarious. That's funny. Baby Steps, thank you for your super chat. New Life Plan. Thank you. That's hilarious. Except you, Julie's dad. Don't ever give up on us, Reese. We need you in this chat. Renee B, I'll never give up. Thank you, Michael Malloy. That's very kind. I'll never give up because I'm not trying. I'm not even trying. I just want to be here. I want to be here. When I'm not here, it's because I'm not feeling it. It doesn't mean I'm having a bad day. It means that I don't have much of a topic, or sometimes I feel like I need to pull back. Today, I wasn't going to do a show because I thought yesterday was heavy. I pissed a lot of people off and maybe I need to let it simmer down, right? But the truth is, that's not true. This is my channel. Nobody else's. I don't have a boss. I can say what I want. And the people who want to be here are going to be here. And the people who want to leave and unsubscribe are going to do that too. And it's just very simple. Spoon Theory for Pain says you have A set number of spoons to use per day. This is true for everyone. Energy equals spoons. Portion where yours. Go carefully. I love that, Kathy Ann. Thank you for your super chat, and thank you for that wisdom. That was a good piece of wisdom. Thank you, Professor Kakan. Hey, Christy Kids. Peggy, Reese, you're a wonderful woman and incredibly strong to be able to get away from Scientology. Thank you for sharing your story. You are a blessing. Peggy, that is a kind thing to say. And I don't take that lightly, Peggy. Thank you. It's so validating. Don't think I don't realize how blessed, lucky, whatever you want to call it, I am to be here. The validation I get from you guys, I am such a better person because of it. And that's why they get mad. Whoever they are, that they can't sink me down with them. I will never sink down because I have something that a lot of people don't truly have. And that is friends, but endless amounts of support. I have so much support through YouTube. I have met so many people. I have so many friends. And some people don't like that. But I know every single day how lucky I am to be here, to know you guys. The honor is mine. Okay. I mean that. The drama in the knit and crochet world is no joke. That's insane, Shelly Kelly. It's insane. It makes me feel a little better, honestly, though, that I'm not the only one that gets it, or we, right? Thank you for your super chat, babe. Bumblebee, grateful to be here, and thank you as always for your time. Hang in there. Bumblebee, I appreciate your super chat so much and your words. Thank you for saying that. I'm happy to have you here. Thank you. I was going to play this. Thank you for digging deep and showing up today, Reese. I was starting to feel down today, and this stream helps my morale when I can't do a lot of things that used to boost my mood and clear my head. I love you, Teresa. Know that we are always here for you. People pray for you. I know this. People think about you. They send you well wishes. They open their Care Bear tummies and they send the vibes. And I love you, Teresa. I think about you a lot. Thank you for saying that. I watch lots of YouTube and you are my favorite. Thank you, Jellycats. That's so nice. That's huge. You watch lots of YouTube and I'm your favorite. Like, that's unbelievable to me. That's crazy. Like, I can't ask for more. It's funny that people think it's money I want. It's that. That's what I want. I want your words. I want your validation. I do. I love it. I can't get enough of it. I think I didn't get enough of it for a long time, and I really, really scoop it up here. I want to play this for you because it's incredibly important. It's like an 80s. It looks like from maybe a clip from an 80s show. I have no idea, but I'll tell you, I really love this, and everybody needs to listen to this, okay? Listen, everybody open your ears.
In the end.
Okay. In the end,
it doesn't matter what anybody else thinks about you. People are going to forget you about 10 minutes after you die anyway. The point is, you have to be exactly who and what you want to be. Most everybody's coasting along on phony public relations. People who say being beautiful or rich or thin makes them happy. People who are trying to make their marriages or their children seem better than they actually are. And for what? Appearances. Appearances don't count for diddly. When it's all said and done, all that counts is what was true and truly felt and how we treated one another. And that's it.
I love that. I didn't know that show, Designing Women. Okay. I love it so much. Hey, Joe Virus, appearances are a joke, man. Appearances are an absolute joke. They're not even real. It's not real. This is what I love about Facebook. I noticed this when I first got a Facebook. And I noticed this, all my people on Facebook were Scientologists when I first got a Facebook. And so, like, I'm going to just say it. Dan O'Connor's wife, okay, Faxman Dan, Amanda was his third wife. He cheated on Arla, got Amanda, knocked her up. She went and got fake boobs, which was unheard of in Scientology. I'd never seen such a thing in my life. This woman was like just all about appearances. And she was like the org flirt. She flirted with all the men. She was very inappropriate. They got the big house. She got the big Escalade. Like she was posting it all the time on Facebook. This was way back when I was a Scientologist. And I remember scrolling through and she'd post her kids. And I was like, man, appearances are nothing. I know for a fact they're miserable. I see those, hey, Yorkie mom, I see those two fight all the time. Dan and Amanda fought all the time. And I just saw her on Facebook. And what did she hashtag? Oh my God. She ended up getting in trouble for it. Hashtag. That was it. So I don't even know why I'm going to say this. It won't mean anything to any of you. St. Hill is it's the big org. I've been there. It's in Sussex, England. Okay. We refer to that a lot in Scientology as St. Hill size. St. Hill size. So St. Hill size is huge. That's what the goal is. Yeah, Shell, I think so. Yeah, Claire, it's totally fake. That's what the goal is for all orgs. We want to go St. Hill size. It's a big deal. Everybody knows what it means. It's the goal. So she used to put like, here's my family, here's my Escalade, here's my big house. And she'd put hashtag O'Connor St. Hill. I'm pretty sure that was it. O'Connor. That was our last name. O'Connor St. Hill. Like, we're the best. I don't even really know what it meant, but it was like, we're the best of the best. We're not like St. Hill is the best. That's what the goal is. She ended up getting in trouble for that. My mother-in-law got cringy pissed every time. She was like, she's smearing LRH by saying that, and she shouldn't be allowed to say that. And she eventually had to stop using that hashtag. But it was an absolute joke. And it makes me think of that really cool reel. Couple of things. I totally believe, nice, Lemster. I totally believe 100%. Once we're dead, we're pretty much, okay, Lemster, have a good night, babe. Once we're dead, we're pretty much forgotten about. I think that's to be pretty true, to be honest. I feel differently about that. Joe, no one's going to go with you to the buffet. Is he bringing up the buffet? It's got to stop. Joe, it's not going to happen for you. I've said this. You got to let that go. It's going to happen. I talk about Fred all the time because I don't want him to be forgotten about. That was what got me out of my Scientology thinking, was the loss of a person assist, right? But most people, I worked in senior living. I went to funerals every week. Most people die and they're pretty much gone. They're forgotten about. That's what occurred to me recently, as far as like people trying to really pull me down into the hate. People, yeah, Joe, absolutely not. True to it will go with you. Fine. But it's never going to happen again. I just don't get it. You're wasting a lot of precious time. It's your time to waste. I'm not going to tell anybody how to live their life, but still, in the end, none of that matters. Is that your legacy? Like, is that how you want to go down? Is that how you want to be remembered with your kids? Like, it's not for me. But again, there's room for everybody, and have at it, I guess. It just seems like you could be doing something so much better. I love you, Lydia Krause. Aline. Hey, Reese, glad to catch a live. I love your picture. You have a cute nose. Thank you for your super chat, babe. That is very kind. Thank you, Aline. I hope I said your name right. Anyway, guys, I don't, let me see if there's any other reels. All right. Well, I don't know who this guy is, but he's a therapist. I like him too. Let's just listen to this really fast because I liked it. Okay. Let's just do it.
You have got to learn to say, that's on you. Your behavior is on you. How you move is on you. The choices you make and how you live your life is all on you. Stop absorbing the pain of other people and recognize what belongs to you versus what doesn't.
I liked that. Simple, short. It's not happening, Joe. I told you, you've got to let that go. Who just came in? Heather. Hey, Heather. Guys, I like that too. As simple as that is, it's a good reminder. It's a good reminder. Are we listening to me or are we talking about buffets in the chat? Because we can talk about buffets too. I get the fascination, but I'm just going to tell you right now, buffets are full of arm hairs. Renee B, it happens every time you go to that website. Amy Kimball, I get that. Don't be sorry, Joe, but I'm going to tell you right now, nose hairs and arm hairs are what buffets are made of. Thank you, Rain. And I'm going to tell you right now too, Joe, nobody in the history of human life has ever been to, and skin flakes, lots of skin flakes. Okay. Thank you, Marilyn. Nobody in the history of human hearts beating, okay, has ever gone to a buffet and said, I'm going to get some of the mac and cheese. That's what they do. Do you want a white or wheat roll? And they cough trichinosis all over. Okay. They're going to cough malaria. You don't want that. Buffets are full of, what is it? Tuberculosis. Look it up. That's science, brother. So not only are you going to catch trichinosis, okay, but you're going to be eating nose hairs, depending on how often women tweeze our beards, or men. Okay. I haven't in a while because I'm single. You can't see it on YouTube. You're going to get beard hairs, which aren't the worst thing, but I'm not eating a nose hair. I stop at nose hair. Okay. The other thing is, I've said this 100 times, arm hairs come right off just like a fake plant leaf, Joe. Okay. Arm hairs aren't real. They come off. And it's also a known fact, proven by science, not to be getting serious here, but there are more floating arm hairs in our food than ghosts. They've checked into this. There's more arm hairs floating around. We're just breathing them in all the time. They're on your pizza, they're on your food, than there are ghosts in the universe. So, rain virus ear hair, I don't really think I have any of that. I mean, I'm not an old person. Fred had ear hairs, but lots of arm hairs. Okay. There's going to be a lot of arm hairs at these floating arm hairs. Oh, true to it. Look, I got lights here. Okay. I got my lights. Take a light, like take your flashlight on your phone and just hold up in the sky. It's full of floating arm hairs. The sky is nothing but arm hairs because they're useless. Arm hairs aren't real. Thank God. I'm not a bushy arm-haired person. I always have been grateful for that. I want to say thank you real quick to the Lord that I get really self-conscious. Like, I'm hairy. I have a beard and I have a stash and it's real, but I don't have my arm and leg hair is like light blonde. It's very feminine. Thank God for that. But they're ridiculous. They're not real. It's stupid. They don't make any sense. They are like fake plant leaves. They come right off. Okay. That's what's in your food. I hate a buffet. Yeah, Aline. And you absolutely said my name right. Okay, good. I figured I did. I mean, who could say that wrong? I'm sure somebody has butchered it, but thank you for your super chat, Aline. I love you, girl. And I don't do buffets, and I'm kind of mad at Joe Virus. I'm judging him a little bit for it. Wanda Parks, that's very true. And that's one of the reasons I don't eat out a lot, to be honest. I like to cook at home. I don't, I'll tell you what too, at my old job, oh God, this is terrible to say. This is judgy. Okay. You feel free to judge me for this. I told you guys this though already. Trudy, do you really? It's okay. It happens. I'm Italian. I probably do too. I'm not going to admit to that right now, but I do. All right, fine. I do. Guys, this is the other thing I won't do. Hey, Connie, I'm not doing a buffet. I'm going to tell you what else I'm not doing. I am not going to come to your potluck. Don't ask me to come to that. Oh, we used to we had potlucks. Oh, and oh man, Yeah, it's the worst. Oh, I'm uncomfortable right now thinking about it. Oh God, we had this lady, so nice. She was so nice. She's an older lady. She's very nice. Okay, nothing to do with casseroles. No, this is worse. I feel bad about this. I can't remember her name, but she had like 75 cats, and she also had a really bad case of eczema. Ah, and she had like open wounds and shit on her arms. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh God. Oh. And she would bring in desserts. And I was the mean girl. And I would always say, I was like, I'm not eating that skin flake cake. I said it every time. I was like, I ain't touching that skin flake cake. Cause she would make these oh, she would make these like amazing looking cakes. Like these, like they looked good. But not only was it full of cat hair, which I might look past depending on the frosting. If it's a buttercream, I might. I might pick the cat hair out. Ugh. Oh, it was so rough. And nobody would ever eat it. Like people would I think people would cut pieces out and go throw it in the trash can to make it look like it got eaten. Oh, I was like, I'm not touching skin flake cake. I don't even have that good of health insurance. I didn't have good health insurance at that job. And I thought, I'm not going to put my life on the line, okay, to eat some skin flakes. Time are yeah, I'm weird about cleanliness in the kitchen, guys. Like, I was gonna say, Killy Billy, I'll eat something with a little bit of cigarette ashes. That's different. I mean, it's not the worst thing. I'm not eating skin flakes and I'm not eating nose hairs. That is never going to happen in my lifetime. You can say it at my funeral. Like one thing I knew about Reese, she didn't do buffets because she wasn't about to eat your nose hairs. Oh, Anna Banana, you eat at the Golden Corral? Oh, boy. All right. I mean, that's cool. I love Anna Banana. But hey, kid, speaking of cats, like, do you want this? Kid. Kid, you needy little thing. Kid, you're so sweet. I know, Kestrel, it makes me sad for her too. Like, look, I'm saying the lady's character was top shelf. If she's dead, she's in heaven. I promise you that. She was an angel. Everything but the wings. Okay. We're not talking about her character, though. I'm talking about the cleanliness of her kitchen and the skin falling off of her arms. That's all. Like, it's just a fact. Facts are life, right? So, uh, there's nothing we can do to save that. There's nothing we can do to rescue that. And facts are what life is made of. Kid, you snuggly ass, you little squeezy thing, you little cuddly. Potatoes, potato. Kids are emotional support potato. Yeah, Pat Jonas, that's true. How do you eat on a cruise? Oh, that's not going to happen, Wanda. I'm not going to do it. I don't really eat out much. Again, I prefer to eat at home. I really do. I like knowing where the stuff came from. I really do. Um, oh, Killy Billy. Good God. Now, sometimes we would have potlucks and people would bring stuff that was like brand new, like fresh, like, opening something. I might have snuck in a couple of bites here and there. But I was mean. I remember this job. We had potlucks all the time, you guys. And it was so no, Joe, this is more fun for sure. I don't even remember what we were talking about, but Joe livened up the crowd and I'm here for that. Um, oh man, I was such a mean girl. This is going to be all over the hate platforms or the dislike platforms. Let's change it to that. I don't like the word hate. Um, oh man, I'm going to give a juicy one right now. Bad thing I used to do. This was mean. This was so mean, especially because I was a Scientologist. Like, what was I thinking? I was a mean girl, Joe. I was a mean girl. Okay. Hey, Sarah from Cali. At this job I worked for ophthalmologists. And at this particular practice, we had a ton of Jehovah's Witnesses. I loved them. I was very close friends with a lot of them. And this is why I probably felt like I could do it. I'm still friends with them on my Facebook. I really liked these people. Thank you, Emily Brooks. A confession stream. We should. Yeah, we should do that, Joe. That would be fun. We had a ton of Jehovah's Witnesses. And you guys know, I don't know anything about, good for you, Ray. And I'm happy that proud of you for admitting it. Jehovah's Witnesses don't celebrate holidays. Like they don't celebrate birthdays. They don't celebrate Christmas. They told me this. They don't celebrate, right? And we used to have potlucks, like Christmas ones. We had a St. Patrick's Day potluck. Well, they wouldn't bring food, right? Because they don't celebrate. But they'd try to sneak into the kitchen. They'd go into the break room and try to eat that shit. And I was like the cop for those days. I was like, nope. I'd like slap their hands away. I was like, nope. You don't get to eat any of this queso. It's Cinco de Mayo and you guys don't celebrate that shit. Get out of here. I was like, bring your own sack lunch. You don't get to. You can't double dip. You don't get to have any skin flake cake on 4th of fucking July. It ain't going to happen for you. You don't get to. I was the potluck police. I was such a bitch about it. I mean, we all laughed. They laughed. I mean, they were my friends. They laughed. But it was kind of funny. Like they'd come in trying to make a plate. I was like, what do you think you're doing? Go eat your Lunchable that's been in the fridge for 6 weeks. That ain't happening. You're not. All right, fine. I was like, you could have some skin flake cake, but you don't get to have any of this delicious queso that, Mary Jo made. No, I said no. I stand by what I said. I don't even know that was being a mean girl. I think that's just appropriate. I think it's just the way of the world. I think that's what the Lord would have wanted. They were violating their own rules. That's not how that works. You don't get to do that. Potluck police. Did you talk much or hear much about Nation of Islam? Yes, there was a ton of Nation of Islam people at my Church of Scientology in Kansas City. I didn't talk about it much, but there was a ton of them. There was a ton of them that would come on course with me. Very nice people. I didn't get to know them very well. They kind of did their own program that I wasn't doing, but yeah. Interesting, Dr. MLS. They tried to recruit me. A lot of my Jehovah's Witness friends would give me like their book. And one of them had me meet her at a Panera once. And she was like, I want to tell you about this. And I'd like to recruit you in. She didn't know I was a Scientologist. I didn't share that kind of information in the real world. Nobody knew I was a Scientologist, but it was funny because they were like, I think you would really take to Jehovah's Witnessism. And I was like, yeah, no. Raymond, do I swallow what? What about a family potluck? Taking something to your mom's and your sister? Well, yeah, Wanda, I'd do that any day. My sister's a great cook. That's what we did for Thanksgiving. I would eat at a family. I mean, it's got to be a small family. I'm not going to just let any cousin through the door. Like you can't be trusting, right? They don't even say the Pledge of Allegiance. I didn't know that. Wow. I did not know that. It's definitely a cult, says Lord. I don't call other religions cults because I don't know anything about them. And I don't think that's fair. I don't know anything. I'm not going to step on other religions because I only can speak to Scientology. But it was funny. I used to really get pissed about that. I was like, you don't get to drink any of this punch. We're celebrating National Pancake Day. And you guys don't. That ain't happening. Don't be trying to cheat. There's no cheating in potlucks. You don't get to cheat. You don't get to simply dip your chip into the queso when it's Cinco de Mayo. That's not how that works. That ain't happening. And I didn't allow it. I was real weird about that. If I ended up your enemy, Reese, I'm going to send you a batch of my special Parmesan. I don't know what that means, Ray, but I feel nauseous. Suddenly feel like I'm in my first trimester of pregnancy. Yeah, this was a good chat, guys. This was fun. We're almost to the 2-hour mark. I wasn't even going to come on here tonight. They don't even vote. Interesting. I didn't know this. Raymond, that's enough. And that's gross. I can't read anymore, Raymond. Again, you're starting to make my sandwich I ate for lunch is making a comeback. Hey, Margie Barr. So I guess that's we're all good, right? I mean, we feel good. Hit subscribe. while you're here. YouTube does unsubscribe you. If you want to subscribe, hit subscribe. If not, move on with your life. I get that too. Look at how cute Kid is. Kid, you cuddly ass. You snuggy bug. You little snuggy. I love this cat so much. I love you too, Raymond. This cat, Kid, I hope you live a long time. You are so cute. God, I know, Joe Virus, she's so cute. Yeah, Castro, you were right. We didn't need a topic. Kid, let me squeeze your chubby. Potatoes, little potato. All right. Renee B, it's easy to do, and you might as well buy it because she doesn't do sales. Trini London, the most she'll ever do is 10% off. Who gives a shit about 10%? It's nothing. Love you, Mary Barons. But what Trini says a lot, she doesn't do sales because her product lasts forever, and that's absolute truth. It's true. All of her eyeshadows and blushes, especially, I've had for 5+ years, and I haven't even, it is free shipping. Yeah, I'm pretty sure, Pamela. I haven't even scratched the surface. So it is a lot of product, to be fair. And I love her stuff. It's good quality. It's amazing. I love Trini London. All right, everybody. I guess that's a wrap, and we'll be back tomorrow. What's tomorrow? What am I doing tomorrow? Yes, I know what I'm doing tomorrow. I'll be here in the afternoon, though, if anybody wants to join me. And thank you for being here with me tonight. I really enjoyed this. House Labs Holiday is also good. She is a furry potato. She's over there sleeping, old Charlie. I got to go feed her. It's actually a little late. I feel kind of bad about that. Mods, thank you for being here. Guys, thank you for your super chats, your memberships. But again, most of all, just your time. Your time is valuable. Angie Mo, I love you too. And I appreciate you being here with me on your Sunday night. You spent it with me, and I appreciate that. Kala, I love you, girl. Good night, Dawn. Renee B, I've never returned anything. You'd have to click to see on the website. You too, MLG. Original Ann, I love you. What time tomorrow? In the afternoon, probably by about 4. Joe, I haven't yet. It's okay, kid. Okay. All right. Here's to being a little too beautiful, too authentic, too fun. I love you, Jenny said. I didn't know you were still here. Thank you for that, Jenny. That's so validating. That really means a lot to me, you saying that. Thank you. Thank you for your super chat. Original Ann, I love you, girl. Bye, Sophia. Lady O, we love you. Guys, Amber, I love you, girl. Thank you for being here. I mean it. I'm glad I went live. I wasn't going to. Look what you did. I love you guys. I love it here so much. I love it. Love it. All right, Liz Tricks, speaking of love, I love you, lady. And I'll be back tomorrow afternoon, maybe around, I would say 3:34, maybe. What do you guys think? Tony's Hooter. I got to take Gertie to the vet to get her butt glands expressed, but I don't know if we're going to have time to do it tomorrow. Marlene, nothing other than we love you. Tony's Hooter, his documentary is in the Facebook group. If you need to go find it there too. Good night, good vibes. All right, everybody, here comes Fred, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.